Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. I thought I would do a little weekend vlog. We were supposed to get up early and do yard work, but I had no idea it was supposed to rain this morning. So that's a thing. But that is okay because I am starting our beef roast in the crock pot, which I'm so excited for. I have a delivery coming today, which I'm equally excited for. And yeah, so we'll just see what we're up to this weekend. We have our crock pot, we have our things. This is a beef roast that I got the other day on clearance. It was frozen, it's thawed out. I might still cut it in half. Has a little fat on it, but Seth's like, just go ahead and leave that on there. That should be fine. I've got some carrots I'm gonna add in. I'm gonna pick out kind of a few of the smallest potatoes I can from this bag, get them washed because, you know. We have an onion, some garlic, some celery, salt, pepper. I have some beef bouillon that I'm going to use and some beef broth. I do want it a little, I don't know. I may or may not use the beef broth and the bouillon. I think I'll start with just the bouillon because I do want to keep the broth from this. So I think I might just wait on that, so I think I might just use these. I thought I had some celery, onion, and carrots frozen in my freezer, but I used that up. So I'm gonna get all of this started, and I think I don't know, I might not cut this in half. I might just chuck it all in. But yeah, let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is get this. I am so sorry about this obnoxious toy that you guys hear in the background. It's a poop emoji, okay? I will show you later. We're gonna get this beef in the crock pot. It's just going right in. I'm gonna add half of these carrots and keep some. Keep a few. I'm gonna mix up this beef bouillon. Let's see. These are bigger than the ones that I remember having as a kid. 2 cups of water, of boiling water. Well, you know what? All right, we'll do that. We'll just, you know what? We're just gonna crunch this up, I think, and just put it in. Because, oh, good boy, yeah, this is crumbling nicely, so that'll be fine. It will be fine. Wow, until that happens. That's fantastic. I'm gonna put this in and sprinkle it all over. Add some water. I'm gonna cut my onion. I'm gonna go ahead and get that turned on. All right, and now I'm gonna add, I've got my potatoes set aside for later. I'm not gonna put them in yet because this is gonna take a while to cook. I'm gonna add some celery salt, a little bit of regular salt, add some pepper, just a smidge of garlic. Not that side of garlic. Just a smidge. That's a smidge in my book, okay? Don't judge. We're gonna cook this down for a couple hours on high, and then I will add the potatoes once I clean them off. There has been a slight change of plans for lunch. We're going to go ahead and have the burgers for lunch. This is going nicely. So there was a change of plans because I filled out the roast overnight and hamburger, thinking that the roast would take longer to thaw out. But so yeah, we're just gonna have burgers and fries for lunch today. Here's lunch. All right, I'm currently going through some things in my room. I just need to address situations, but this tote was full of old keepsake things that I'm gonna go through later, like my Les Mis playbill from England, old photos. I found this. I haven't even looked to see what this is yet. Movie theater, Twilight, Breaking Dawn, 2000. I don't know. I don't know the year. 2000 something. Yeah, look at that. 6 p.m. Wednesday, November 23rd, 2000. What are we gonna say? I just can't tell. 2011? 2010? Something along those lines? Probably 2010. Possibly. Oh my god. Alright, so everything is pretty much done. I am going to take the vegetables out and put them in a bowl. And then I'm going to put in my cornstarch, season it up a little bit more with some thyme, rosemary, Worcestershire sauce, more salt, pepper, and garlic. Because I didn't put enough of that in. Yeah, we're going to get this out and then add our cornstarch mixture and make the gravy. Here is what the roast beef looks like. We are also having green beans to go with it. And then we also have these rolls. They are the Texas Roadhouse honey butter frozen rolls that we made. That's dinner. Hello. Hi. Is this yourself? Hello, guys. We are at Auntie's apartment in town. Seth is changing her light bulbs and Ian is upstairs seeing the kitty cat. The boys had at McDonald's for lunch. Me and Seth aren't hungry yet. We're gonna go to the mall. We forgot the stroller. I don't know how long we're gonna be at the mall. I want to go sniff some things at Bath and Body Works and see if Sephora has that new Too Faced Peach palette, because I want to see it if they do. And yeah, it's 1:03. I haven't eaten yet. I'm not sure what me and Seth are gonna eat. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to go to Panera and just get a sandwich and a cookie. That sounds really, really good. But also, I'm really not hungry. Oh, there's a little kitty cat outside. It's not Mooney, but oh, so cute. Look at the baby. Let's see if I can zoom in. Look at the cute little baby. Kind of small. I don't think it's a kitten. Maybe it is a kitten. And it's really cute. Logan one of these because we forgot his stroller. $13 well spent.
That sort. It's packed with 3D animals.
All right. Ian, let me see your ice cream. Ian's gonna choose some candy. So tell me what you want. Let's start over here. Tell me what you want. They've got rainbow things, Sour Patch Kids. You want a couple of gummy worms?
Legos.
The Legos? Okay, hold on. I love some shorts. These are cute. Here's the rosemary.
They get filled with Nutella?
Yeah. This is rosemary and olive oil.
Are these actually filled
No,
with
these are
Nutella?
just the regular ones.
I want one that's filled with Nutella.
Okay. They have them.
What is it? What is that?
Pretzel bagels.
That's expiring.
This is still my ultimate favorite. I know. Look at this one. This is like wooden. This is so
have to
cute.
come and see.
All right, we're coming to see. Mickey!
And this thing's terrifying.
He doesn't like it? Oh.
What doesn't he like?
Yeah, we saw this guy last time. But I think those frollies are cute.
I want to try.
Okay, we are home. Let me get some light on.
Hi guys, I'll be filming too. Yay!
Okay.
I'll be part of the video.
Okay, show our friends what you got.
I believe I can fly. It's a 3D printed flying.
Was it a dragon?
Yep, it's a 3D printed flying dragon. It believes it can fly.
There's so many cabinets open.
And it's not gonna lie. Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you what it looks like standing down.
He's excited.
I'm gonna show you what it looks like standing up. It looks like this.
Mm-hmm.
And here's everything that we got.
I don't know what's going on. Look at all this new growth coming in. It's great. I lost a lot of hair last year when I started my GLP-1 Victoza. And since I've been on the Ozempic since, when did I start the Ozempic? March? I've started getting regrowth. Anyway, we're gonna talk about the little haul for Costco. If you hear giggling, they're playing in the background. So we got this big thing of ice cream. It came with 2 half-gallons. I think it was, I'll put the prices up here. But we got this, we wanted to try this. They had like Oreo sandwiches. They had like the little ice cream, like fruit. The boys wanted this primarily for milkshakes because we've been getting cones. We haven't had just any regular ice cream, so we got that. It's in the deep freeze. I need to get this in the fridge. We got our favorite Kerrygold butter. It is the best butter. Again, price will be up here. It's so much cheaper to buy it in like this than it is singles, unless it's on sale. I've only seen it on sale at Meijer once. We got a pineapple. So it's gonna cut into this here in a couple days. It's not ripe yet. It's still very, very green. M&Ms for just snacks and milkshakes and happiness. So we got that. Or ice cream sundaes, not milkshakes. And then they didn't have the cheese one. But they had the Catalina Crunch Garlic Parmesan. I got this for me in place of like chips and just a snack to have. 13 total carbs for half of a cup, 4 fiber, 10 protein. So I thought that would be really nice to have. I wish they would have had the cheese one. Then my Costco finally had the pretzel bagels. So I might have one of these, but primarily, oh, it does have nutrition facts. Oh, it's got like, okay, look, it's got each individual, it's got like toasted sesame, the everything seasoning, the Parmesan seasoning, the bagel, and then it's got like everything all in one. So that's really nice. 59 total carbs, 12 protein, 340 calories. I might have one of these on a higher carb day, but they finally had them. They were $4.99. It's been fun. I said we are gonna have just chips and sandwiches for dinner. I actually don't know if I'm gonna have dinner tonight. I am so full from lunch. I ate almost all of my Chinese food. I'm tired. I need to do some laundry, do some cleaning, and then I will bring you guys back here in a little bit to show you dinner. And oh yeah, I need to do my Victoria's Secret haul, the couple of things I got from Victoria's Secret the other day. So I'll do that here in a little bit. All right, here is the package. I already took them all out of the wrappers. They were individually wrapped because, my God, that would be so loud and annoying. But Victoria's Secret recently had 7 for $35 of their panties on sale. Love them so much. Wanted to get some, ended up getting 9 pairs, so I got these. I like you, but I love pink with the little dog. Black and pink, and then I got these ones. These are like a pretty maroon with like little roses. All of them have this thicker waistband, and they're all, I think they're all the hip huggers. Yeah. Does it say? And well, I know it should, yeah, hip huggers. That's this, my favorite style with this band. I absolutely love them. So these are really pretty. And then I got just a pair of gray. And normally these are $12.50, and each one, or $12.95, and each one was $5. And then I have this like wine red one with little pink, blue, yellow, and tan and purple little dogs. You guys, when I was younger in my 20s, I had so many of those freaking dogs. Those little cloth plush dogs. And then I just got some pink leopard print. A pair of black ones. I got a pair of these because, you know, they're cute. Then white with light pink. These are the ones, I saw these and I was like, oh my God, I have to have these. Little orange ghosts. And you know what, I didn't even notice online that they were dogs. They were little puppies. Also, like, there's one right there, little puppy, and then there's one right there, how cute. I am so excited. So I got these. I love their underwear so much. And then they had a sale on their lotions, and I got 2 of the new scents. So I got Just Baked, and they have sprays that match these, but I just wanted to get the lotions for now because the pink store in my mall closed and they didn't have these in store. So this one is Just Baked Raspberry Glaze Vanilla Latte and Fluff Pastry. That smells really good. What is that smell? It's definitely got that perfumey, typical like smell to it. That one's really nice. And then I got that apple which is warm apple cider, cinnamon sugar, and crisp air. They had a couple other ones, but I was like, well, we'll get these. I didn't want to go overboard, since I went overboard with the panties and got way more than I probably should have. It's okay. They're just really good quality. I've never had any issues with any of the Victoria's Secret panties that I've gotten for years. This apple one. Ooh, that's nice. They had another one that was like a Halloween one. It was like caramel apple, I think. But I plan on doing a Bath and Body. I'm not going to do a fall Bath and Body Works haul yet because it's proper July still. I like the apple one. This one is kind of really perfumey. I don't love it, but it does smell good, and I'll probably start liking it towards the fall. But this apple one is really nice. This smells like something from my past. I love this one so much. Here is dinner tonight. Here is Ian's plate, Logan's plate, and Seth's plate, and then I'm still working on mine. I don't have any eggs. I didn't make enough, but that's okay. Breakfast for dinner on this Sunday. Alright guys, I am going to sign off. Things are getting a little crazy around here at 7:30. Logan is throwing a fit. Not much else is going on. I think the boys are going to make milkshakes. I am going to do a 2-hour bike ride tonight. Hopefully at least an hour and a half. Start some laundry. Pick it back up tomorrow because I think I'm going to film another What I'm Eating this week. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for joining us this weekend.